Testimony from Democratic presidential frontrunner Hillary Clinton, and some say she successfully survived the marathon congressional hearing on her handling of the 2012 Benghazi attacks during her time as the Secretary of State. NBC's Andrea Mitchell has more.
It was supposed to be about Benghazi, but it soon dissolved into bickering.
I don't care if you send it by Morse code, carrier pigeon, smoke signals. What is relevant is that he was sending information to the Secretary of State.
Would the gentleman yield?
I'll be happy to, but you need to make sure the entire record is correct, Mr. Cummings.
And that's exactly what I want to do.
Well, then go ahead.
While they argued, the star witness tried to stay above the fray. Unlike in 2013,
what difference at this point does it make?
This time Hillary Clinton was poised, practiced, pushing back with put-downs.
I wrote a whole chapter about this in my book, Hard Choices. I'd be glad to send it to you, Congressman. I'm sorry that it doesn't fit your narrative, Congressman. I can only tell you what the facts were. Now, I know that's not the answer you want to hear.
At other times, her face said it all, laughing off unwelcome suggestions, showing impatience, irritation, or scorn, reflecting days of preparation at home, sent off to battle this morning by her husband, Bill. The Republicans were also armed and ready.
Happy to bring breakfast in, but when we ask a yes or no question, it'd sure be helpful if we could get to the answer. It wasn't a trick question at all.
They were concerned, that is the White House, of the amount of credit that you were getting as opposed to the amount of credit the president's getting. That's true, isn't it, Madam Secretary?
Look, the president deserves the lion's share of the credit.
And why is the White House uptight that you're taking the credit?
And a fierce dispute over a controversial former Clinton political aide, Sidney Blumenthal, barred by the Obama White House from working at her State Department, but sending private advice about Libya to her private email account.
And, Madam Secretary, he had unfettered access to you.
I don't know what this line of questioning does to help us get to the bottom of the deaths for Americans.
I'll be happy to help you understand that, Madam Secretary.
But it was Clinton who spent the most time talking about the victims of the attack.
You know, I would imagine I've thought more about what happened than all of you put together. I've lost more sleep than all of you put together.
Information officer and Air Force veteran Sean Smith, CIA officers Tyrone Woods and Glenn Doherty, and Ambassador Chris Stevens.
I stood next to President Obama as Marines carried his casket and those of the other 3 Americans off the plane at Andrews Air Force Base.
Clinton has been here now all day into the night, testifying she never received a request for more security from Chris Stevens, although the ambassador made those requests, hundreds of them, to security officials. But for all the talk about Hillary Clinton's emails, she said she did most of her business offline in classified briefings and didn't even have a computer in her State Department office.